President Tinubu had a deal with the terrorists.
Excuse me, it is no longer a secret anywhere in the world.
Also, you need to give the evidence of all these things that you are saying.
I told you it's a supremacist agenda that was designed to use Islam as a cover. That's why for the first 15, 16 years, it was targeted only at Christians first. I told publicly that in the later years, towards the end, when they're about to strike Nigeria completely, they will start killing Muslims as well. So I said that about 10 years ago. You are dealing with something that is global, but has a local face. Its objective is to take the whole of Nigeria, not some of Nigeria. Now, it's going to use Islam and the Sharia to take Nigeria. All over the world, its tactics are different.
Who is trying to take Nigeria?
Hello and welcome, viewers. In today's video, we're going to be watching an interview that our sister Adiola did with Reverend Ladi Peter Thompson regarding the insecurity and the banditry that is currently going on in Nigeria. Man, the interview is revealing. There are a lot of things that Reverend Peter said that it's very obvious, clean and clear. With the situation in Nigeria, you will know that something is really going on. In the interview, Reverend Ladi Peter Thompson said that this administration, under the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had an agreement, they signed a deal with a terrorist organization in order for them to operate unhindered. And come to think about it, with the irresponsiveness of the federal government, you know something is actually happening. Our military, our security agencies, they are one of the best in the world, so to speak, honestly. You can take an example from how they went to rescue the former Minister of Power, sister and two children that were kidnapped. They were swift.
Reverend Ladi Peter Thompson. Daddy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adiola.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. First and foremost, a lot of people have been asking, what exactly are we dealing with? What is even going on?
I want to speak without a shred of doubt right now that what Nigeria is dealing with, it is both an ancient and a modern problem. And it is bigger, including religion, but bigger than religion. This is not an Usman Danfodio narrative. It's a more modern, more deadly, more intelligent Hydra, a supremacist agenda that was perfected by Osama bin Laden when he globalized the global resurgence of religious terrorism. This is not merely a Fulani problem. It's bigger than that. There are at least about 5, 6 groups that we are reckoning with. It has a head in education. It has infiltrated our security defense systems. Over the years, it has infiltrated governance. It has infiltrated media.
Okay, so thank you so much, Daddy. But I feel like so far you have been speaking in parables. You are not naming. Okay, so you said 5 different heads. You need to put names. Also, you need to give the evidence of all these things that you are saying.
I told you it's a supremacist agenda that was designed to use Islam as a cover. That's why for the first 15, 16 years, it was targeted only at Christians first. I told publicly that in the later years, towards the end, when they're about to strike Nigeria completely, they will start killing Muslims as well. So I said that about 10 years ago. You are dealing with something that is global, but has a local face. Its objective is to take the whole of Nigeria, not some of Nigeria. Now, it's going to use Islam and the Sharia to take Nigeria. All over the world, its tactics are different.
Who is trying to take Nigeria?
Now, let me put it for you like this. The architecture for the intelligence behind this thing is more than the local intelligence. But they have contacted local actors. You see, there's what they call the ISWAP. The Fulani is there. Then you have the Kanuri-dominated Boko Haram. Then you have Lakurawa, Ansaru, and all those other offshoots of the global template provided by Al-Qaeda. Many headed, only one heart. And what the idea is to take Nigeria, take West Africa, take the rest of Africa, and then use that resources to dominate the world.
Okay, so it's Al-Qaeda that is trying to take over Nigeria through these different terrorist organizations.
An intelligence created by Al-Qaeda between 1991 and 1996 Osama bin Laden was in Sudan, perfecting the model of how to globalize terrorism and rule the world with Sharia. And he knew they would have to kill Muslims as well. So what we're dealing with is bigger than just a religious problem. It's a supremacist agenda covering its face with Islamic religion.
So, for people that may be watching right now, some of them will say we've been hearing about things like this for a long time. Where is the actual evidence? Like what you said Bin Laden drafted in Sudan. Is there a record of it somewhere? Like some people would say, where is the evidence to the things that you're saying?
Okay, one of the greatest weaknesses of the African nations of the world, including Nigeria, is the inability to mathematize inquiry. That is to collect statistics and data, crunch it, and then do what they call concatenation. That is to join all the dots and use that to come to a conclusion and predict things that when they happen, you will not be surprised. If you follow the media in Nigeria over the past 20 something years, there's nothing I have said beforehand that did not come to pass, including when the color of the terrorist, the color skin of the terrorist is going to change in the latter hours, when they are bringing in people from the Maghreb and they're bringing in other people from outside of our borders. So if you want evidence, I will give you some. Number one, let me give you something very simple. There's no place in the world that has responded to an already documented resurgence of global Islamism by claiming to arrest terrorists, and then you claim that you have de-radicalized them, and then you absorb them into the Nigerian army. You see, that one alone is an amazing case of stupidity. I've never heard of this kind of madness before. An armed robber comes to your house, you arrest him, instead of prosecuting him, you claim that you have changed his mind, and you now make him join your megadis. That is, of course, one. Number two, if we collate, I can tell you from the beginning, one of the things I discovered from the year 1999 to 2000 was government complicity. And why do I say so? We have reached a stage now where we are not afraid of anything anymore. In those days, we were more afraid of the enemy within than the enemy without. So today, there can be documents that I will give you, we'll put on display. When you find out that young girls are kidnapped, married off, taken away from their husbands, I mean, sometimes young girls are kidnapped, sometimes wives are kidnapped, married off Islamic way, and you will see that if summons will come, the governors were aware. I can give you a case where we had to curb a terrorist attack in Kaduna State. We could tell you the modus operandi. It started with Gumi when he came back from Mecca, when he came back from Saudi Arabia. His first tafsir in Kaduna was a call to violence, to slaughter. The VHS came to me because we have been setting up early warning systems, and this is what a real early warning system is to prevent something. When we got it, we translated it into English, and at that time it was Obasanjo who was the president of Nigeria. Thank God for the Foursquare General Overseer, who is now late, Wilson Badijo, who assured me that what we prepared and gave to him was given to Obasanjo in his bedroom. But what they didn't know was that we were still monitoring Kaduna to see whether the arms build-up towards the execution was going to stop. When we saw that it was not going to stop, in fact, this is a good example I'm giving you. I had to call a special strategic session with media, because media is a force expander in this new war form, this Hydra-headed war form.
Based on what the Reverend said, you will know for sure that this administration, under the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has a pact, a secret deal with the forces that be that are controlling this banditry and all this evil that is going on. Because a teacher was beheaded in front of the camera, no press statement from the government. Children are still in the bushes, no effort to rescue them. But come to think of it, the former minister of power, whose sister and her two children were kidnapped, in less than 2 or 3 days, they were rescued. You can see our policemen in action. That tells you that our Nigerian security forces are one of the best in the world. Our military, our police, the DSS, all of them. But they cannot operate because they don't have that command to go ahead. That means our security agencies, they have what it takes to hunt down these idiots, but they are unable to act because the powers that be have not given them the go ahead. It's like their hands are tied behind their back. They can't do anything. So, in one way, the security agencies cannot be blamed for not doing what they're supposed to do because the order is not there. If you all can remember, there was a time an attack was about to take place in the north, and the security agency that was placed at the school were called off. And 30 minutes later, the bandits came and kidnapped people. Who called? Who made that call? But today, no answer. So what the Reverend is saying is absolutely true. Under the leadership of Bola Ahmed, has a deal with the forces that be. That is why they are not doing anything. But the truth be told, there is no secret that can never come to light. And part of the secret of this administration is what this Reverend is exposing. Now that you've watched the clip, what do you think? Is the Reverend right, or is the Reverend trying to make this up? He gave references and instances. So, in totality, what do you think? You've watched the interview, you watched the response, everything. What is your take? Is it a fact that the government might have a secret deal with the powers that be, or is the government just not interested in saving lives and properties, or the government is just too weak to give the order? I know our security forces, they are active actually, but what I don't understand is they are only being reactive. They're supposed to be proactive, and the question is, can they be proactive without the order from above? I don't think so. So, to an extent, the security agencies will not be blamed for not reacting or for not being proactive. Rather, the commander-in-chief has the whole blame because without him giving the order, the security agency cannot do anything. They have the experience, and I believe they have the equipment, and they have that force to be proactive, to attack, to defend, and to rescue. But if they are not given the order to go, can they? They won't. What do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Like this video, and don't forget to share it so that others may also see it and know what is going on. And please subscribe to this channel so that you will receive more of our videos as soon as they are uploaded. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.